actually do this project. But thank God today where we are. This project is divided into two. The first is documentation. The second part is to deliver what we promised. Now, after so much discussion, observation, what can we do? Which ones should we embark on first? And we believe, without getting the documentation right, if you like, we should be pouring almost 10 billion naira here. One day will be one day, it will be taken away from me. So it's better we go for the documentation part now come back for the development. And that is why we started late. I apologize on that anyway. Now, the purpose of this property, it is not just for you buying. And everything I will be saying today, you can have a pen, you can write it down, you can hold on to whatever I'm telling you now. Nobody ever buy this property without buying this property. In fact, at the point, you didn't want to beg me to sell that property back to us. I would like to summarize everything, but I would need you guys to understand everything one after the other. Even if at all I want to summarize it, because you need to know the details of this property you are buying. The first thing I said is, it will get to a point, we as a company be begging you to sell your property back to us. That's number one thing. Because you will just be imagining what we are saying now, but we will know where we are going. Anybody that knows me very well, I'm very, very stubborn. If I face here, I will not turn back until I get to where I'm going. And that is where we are today. Where we hear this place now, from that place to this place, we have more than 500 feet of sand here, you know, just because we want to reclaim this side to a dry land. Aside other things that have been done here. When we launch this place, people are asking for, are you guys giving us the dry land? We are telling them yes. With what you guys are seeing today, you believe that everybody is going to have dry land. Either it's going to take us 1,000 trips to fill your particular portion. We make sure that you have access to dry land. It's our promise we are going to fulfill it. That's number one. Two, we will never compromise every single thing we are using here. I will start from the drainage. We have 5 entrances. Enter this commercial place. This is the first entrance. And this is the drainage. The height is 900 and width is 1.2. So it is enough to confine every waters around there on a particular point here to the central drainage, because every single water going around there, we are still going to make use of it. And that's one of the plans. And another thing about here is we are using 2 methods of generating light. We are using gas and we are using the normal NEPA stuff. But we will not rely on them. This place is going to be fully surfaced. Recently, we sent a letter to you guys as an investor to read, understand, and sign before you come today. Please, can I have the copy of the letter? Almost in 3 pages. One client called me that she has never witnessed such an allocation like this before, that they will need to sign an agreement before they come for allocation. We have the reason. Just because we want to make sure that the future we are talking about, you also be carried along. And besides, there is a lot of documents that we already paid our signature between government and we as a company, that we are going to do this, we are going to do that. And based on what we said, and as a condition, they gave us 158 terms and conditions. 158 terms and conditions we signed with the state government, Lagos State government, because of this property. 158. And the penalty is, if you fail to do one or you default, they will seize your license. And one of it is might not come from us, might come from investors. And that is why we have to let you know what is ahead of you. And if you go through letter very well, there is one barrister that called me 3 days ago on behalf of his client. He said, after he gone through the letter, he said, are you sure? Are you a lawyer? I said, I'm not a lawyer. But just for you to be safe, I will start from the beginning because many people does not even really have time to read it. Without reading it or not, I will make sure that everybody here understands it. Number one is, we are giving you allocation today. You have access to your land, but you will not move to site. There are some things you have to fulfill. Number one, whatever you want to build, it is not allowed for anybody to be a residential here. It is for business. Even under Ibeduleki master plan, what is here is business commercial, not residential. If they find out we change our rules or we change whatever to residential, once they come here with their tax force, after 7 days, they are seizing our lands. Our lands will be revoked immediately. That's number one rule we sign with the state government. So this place is what is for business. So we want to believe everybody buying to this property is bringing business here. That's number one. Two, whatever you want to build, you submit your drawing to us. Architectural drawing, your structural drawing, mechanical and electrical drawing. After you submit, and this drawing must be carried out by a registered personnel, registered engineer, registered architect, and registered structural engineer, mechanical and electrical. Those people will come registered. They are graduates, it's true. But there is a professional course they have to go and attend to have their seat. Just like we have registers of your, when you finish from school, you have to go to law school. You have a certificate, you have a seal. So once they finish with the drawing, they will pen their signature on it and they will seal it that they are the one that's to this drawing that is here. For us not to have that headache, that is why we said this thing must come from a registered personnel. Upon submitting that drawing to us, we will confirm it. If you, as an investor, follow the rules and regulations that guide the building, especially commercial, upon receiving your drawing, within 4 weeks, we send a notification letter to you that your drawing is perfect. Then we will now submit it for approval. Now, this approval, it's something that individual can do. Without you doing it, there's nothing you are building. The government is still going to put their leg on it until you pay. And it's a penalty. Even ordinary signage here. That signage here, we pay almost 350,000 to get approval to put that signage there. If you are going to some places, you see they will cross. Once they cross your signboard and they give you like 2 weeks to go and pay, you don't pay, they've started giving you 5% interest on it. Everything done in Lagos State, there must be an approval. We have a letter signed it standing there as small as this. Now, we already have a department that will go through this document.